Come on, guys, let's do this shit. Boom, 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 boom. Ruby, Ruby, Roo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Ruby, Ruby, Roo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Ruby Roo, I see you pretending you got a quiver. But you're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, and Ruby, Ruby, ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Ruby Roo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Ruby snack. That's a fact. Ruby, Ruby, Roo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. 'Cause we can count on you. Ruby Roo, I know you'll catch that villain. Woo! Zoinks! What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. And guys, Ruby Rose, you remember Ruby Rose? She was the original Batwoman on the CW. And listen, guys, in the interest of full disclosure, I have only watched one episode of that godforsaken show. And let me tell you something. That was 60 of the most excruciating fucking minutes of my entire life. I swear you, I shit you not. It was terrible. And the only reason why I watched it is because I was curious, because I knew that Ruby Rose had been replaced by a black man. And I wanted to know, how it was going to go. Besides Gervasia, whatever her name is, she kind of hot, man. So I just wanted to see what it do, you know what I mean? But what I found, Lord have mercy, I cannot unsee that mess, that terrible shit that was. But anyway, so I was always curious about what happened with Ruby Rose, And by the way, guys, the thumbnail, I gotta apologize for that. Honestly, I was confused. You know what I mean? I now realize that that's Adam Lambert in the thumbnail, but I swear to God, guys, I thought it was Ruby Rose when I first saw it. You know what I mean? I can't like not do it now. You know what I mean? It's there, okay? So I apologize for that if you're the sensitive type. But anyway, so Ruby Rose has come back like, yes, how you like me now, biatch? Because back then there were all types of conflicting stories about what happened with her and why it is that she left the show. And I remember one story, actually, they said that she was allergic to latex. Imagine that. That might be problematic in some areas, I might imagine. But yeah, so they said it was because she was allergic to the costume, But she's saying it was none of that. It was some other shit that was going on behind the scenes at the CW, Warner Brothers. Dude, see, listen, guys. This is what we talk about here in the fandom. This is the reason why we are not impressed whenever there's like marketing for these shows and they're talking about it's the first show with a woman or a gay person or a black person and we're going to make some history, because deep down inside we know that's not what the shit is really about. I've said it before. It's just supposed to be some type of fucking gimmick. They have no commitment whatsoever to the diversity and inclusion that they like to trumpet all the time. Like, everybody look at us. We're just so progressive. Hell no. And the more we see time goes by, the more we are proven right every single time. All right. What was it? John Boyega came out and said that y'all was fucking disrespected. Thandie Newton, I was disrespected. Gina Carano, I was disrespected. Kelly Marie Tran, she was disrespected. They made such a big deal about her, used her in about 2 seconds in the new movie. They don't give a shit about their diversity and inclusion, okay? So let's get into what Ruby Rose had to say, in part because she dropped a lot of shit out there, dudes, but I'm just going to read a little bit here because she's saying a lot, right? But in closing, okay, she says, in closing, and she wants her fans to know this, please, to my dear, dear fans, stop asking if I will return to that awful show. I wouldn't return for any amount of money, nor if a gun were to my head. Dude, if you put a gun to her, she would rather die than go back to this set, to go back to this show. That's saying a lot. For shame, CW. For shame, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, the WB. What does that stand for anyway? Does that stand for what is it? WB. Let's see. What would WB stand for? There's a bunch of things that it could stand for, but women bashing, I imagine, would be one of them. You know what I mean? Wrestling bitches. I don't know. She says, I wouldn't do it if a gun were to my head, nor did I quit. I do not quit. They ruined Kate Kane and they destroyed Batwoman. Damn, not me. I follow orders. And if I wanted to stay, I was going to have to sign my rights away. Any threats, any bullying tactics or blackmail will not make me stand down. A crew member got third-degree burns over his whole body, and we were given no therapy after witnessing his skin fall off his face. But I was the only one who sent him flowers and cards, and then we were told to do a sex scene. They had somebody where the skin burned off his face, y'all. Did y'all know about that? What the fuck was going on this set, dog? So it says here, I was the only one who sent them flowers and cards, and then we were told we had to do a sex scene without a minute to process. We lost 2 stunt doubles. I got cut in the face so close to my eye in a stunt, I could have been blind. A woman was left quadriplegic, and they tried to blame it on her being on her phone, so much so CW didn't even help her to start with because they needed to investigate. So she had to go on a GoFundMe. She's a PA. They work via phones. I don't know what that means. Her accident occurred because our show refused to shut down when everyone else did because of COVID. Caroline Dries has no heart and wanted us to finish the season throughout the pandemic. And I told her it was a bad idea. I told her everyone was too distracted, constantly checking COVID updates, checking on Friends, and seeing Riverdale, The Flash, and Supergirl get shut down already. I felt something bad would happen. And Caroline Dries maybe visited the set 4 times a year. Unheard of. So she was making them work through the pandemic, but she was hiding in her home somewhere. Yo, this is terrible, guys. So it says here, but in those 4 to 5 visits, she decided she could tell me she knew my injury happened on set, so I should comply with the PI, yet later denied it entirely and said it happened during yoga, and I don't do yoga. And now someone will never walk again. Damn, who's running this? Who's the showrunner over here? Damien the Omen? It's all for you, Damien! And then they jump off the building. Ugh! They burning people's faces off and shit. Dude, oh my God, they need an exorcism. They need somebody to clean that set. This set is clean. It's like Poltergeist up in there and shit. We shut down the next day. Not because she almost killed someone, but the government pulled it. Also, I fought people on set. Yes, not because I wanted to, but because I wanted safety. Ask anyone in hair and makeup what I did for them after 2 were hospitalized. The only people who came out and spoke was Doug Ray, who, talk about unprofessional, called my agent after my exit to find a way to leave, which she replied, break your neck, I guess. Oh my shit. Oh, yo, she said she wanted to leave. How can she leave? And this chick said, break your neck? Yet slammed me in the press. Wow. I never raised my voice on set. Never have. Doug Ray hurt a female stunt double. He yelled like a little bitch at women and was a nightmare. He left when he wanted and arrived when he wanted. He abused women, and in turn, as a lead of a show, I sent an email out asking for a no yelling policy. They declined. I was late 1 time because I was in the hospital. Whoever does these stupid leaks, I'm finding out, but it's cameras who, after I left the hospital, said, yeah, well, maybe if people were not late, we would make our days. A kid, an egomaniac kid who worked 1 day a week and had the audacity, or the stunt department, who were furious, even though I never blamed them. But I went on falling and spoke of my injury and didn't play the game. Aside from them, I was loved and loved by my crew, I guess. Oh, and they wouldn't drive me to work. And I knew I couldn't legally drive after surgery, so they said, get a taxi. Okay, well, it sounds like an absolute nightmare, and you thought your job was bad. All right, I thought my job was bad. Shit, this is terrible. But this is what I'm talking about. Now they put her through all that shit. In the meanwhile, they're running all these promos about, women and, how much they love women and it's Women's Month and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, they fucking with this woman this way. You know what I mean? I can only imagine what's going on with the new one and the stories that she's going to tell. But see, this is Hollywood, guys. This is what actually goes on in the business behind the scenes. So it is what it is, bro. And I love to hear people talking about it because hopefully we can get past these days now where they act like if you're critical of any one of these shows or movies, then there's something wrong with you. No, they're disingenuous, guys, because if they were not, they would come up with much better entertainment. And the people who were working for them, I'm talking about the stars and everything, they would probably be happier people. They'd probably be a lot more connected with their fans. We'd have a much better experience. But Ruby Rose, man, it's like I really wanted to come on here and be clowning and shit. But this is terrible and this is serious. And I hope that she's able to get some type of satisfaction out of this. And I hope that, I don't know, going forward, that people are actually able to just be able to function and tell their truth without the harassment, because I swear this is corruption is what it is. That's what it sounds like to me anyway. But guys, you get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about all this. I don't even know what to say, guys. For the first time, I'm really speechless about this because I feel like we're probably just getting the tip of what's going on here. And I think more is probably going to come out. So stay tuned, guys. We'll find out. But anyway, let me know how you feel about it. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Catch me on Twitter. If not, I'll see you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on. Jinkies.